How's it going? It is Gen-Dro. Welcome to Gen-Dro Studios, where we stream games half the time. Anyways, thanks for coming by and hanging out with your boy Dro as we jump into another game. As you know, we love our random game weekend. It's where I pick out a few games to play for the weekend, and they'll be completely either new or games that I haven't played in a very long while, and maybe some suggested games that you guys asked me to play on Discord. And that's how we've been running this. And, you know, of course, we put these on polls and let you vote. But because we cut the stream in half during the week, we won't be running live polls until we run our full-fledged schedule. There's a lot of games to play and not enough time to do it because I have a lot of stuff going on. As you can see, the base overlay is done, but we have more overlays to do themed after the game that I'll be releasing. No announcements yet on the full-fledged release, and I'm not 100% sure when that's going to happen, but I am working on it every day. And yeah, I ran across a few snags here and there, but now I have basically, I'm moving forward. I'm kind of just cruising on by and making sure that everything is done the way it's supposed to. So hopefully you guys are patient with me as I continually do so. We have no other real updates above all that. I hope that you guys are enjoying your weekend, and I'm just going to go ahead and get started. Today we're going to be playing some Rogue Trader. So yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun for me because I've been looking forward to playing this game in a while, and finding it on sale was like, yes. But we got some other exciting games that we're going to be going ahead and playing thanks to our dear friend Hellfire. We're going to go ahead and jump on some really cool ones. Now, we did get a suggestion, and because I don't know what the hell that was. Because I lost my train of thought because of that sound. Oh, okay. I was taking a look at some games, and I was saying that thanks to Hellfire and another person on Discord, I'm trying to remember. I'm looking, but I'm like, it's too much to read right now, and I'm in the middle of a stream. I can't do that, so I guess I can't. What I can do is tell you exactly what games are going to be on there. We got suggested Cosmo Tier last night. We got suggested Car X Street later this week or earlier this week. Somebody suggested a car. So I suggested Rogue Trader, and then I am kind of at an impasse on what to play for the last night. I think we're probably going to do Throne, but I don't know how he wants to. Because I'm not even sure if we're going to play Car X. I'm not sure. I'm it's up in the air. I do know that tonight we're playing Non-Human or Unhuman. Yeah. So I downloaded that. So we're going to be playing that tonight. So, Rogue Trader today, that tonight, Cosmo Tier in the morning, and then I guess what I'll do is I'll ask him tonight, Hellfire, to see if he would prefer to play Car X or the Throne game. He'll probably want to play the Throne game just to get it out of the way. Maybe I'll give him some time to unlock some cars on Car X Street. Yeah, Throne and Liberty. So we're going to go ahead and try that out. It's an MMO. But I figured it'd be something to try out. We haven't tried any MMOs on here lately. Actually, I don't know if I've played an MMO on here at all. No. I played Destiny and some other, and those are considered MMOs, right? Like, they're not like massive. I don't know. Would it be an MOFPS or would it be an MMOFPS? I guess because really MM stands for Massive Multiplayer Online. And then whatever. So I guess it would be MO instead of MMO. I don't know. I'm just rambling here. Anyways, that's it. That's all I can say for what may be coming up this weekend. Like I said, it might change because it is a random game weekend, but I'm pretty sure, I'm pretty solid on the schedule. like I said, I'm not sure what Hellfire would prefer to play. I'll probably ask him again later on today, but more than likely I'll just ask him on our stream tonight, where we'll be playing Unhuman. So hopefully you guys will join me on that, and I hope that you guys really enjoy this this whole setup right here. You know, like I did put a lot of effort and work into it, and if you can see the details on it, like I have a pattern that goes and it runs, and it just it looks so pretty. Yeah, there's a lot of things that I have been doing on the on my back end, but like seriously, this is basically the biggest project I've ever taken on in my whole entire life. And I know there'll be more to come if I continually do this channel, because you know, a rule of thumb is that people will always want something new. People will always want to see something new. People get bored of the same repetitive thing, except for, you know, a few choice people that like to play certain things, and I'm not gonna like discourage them from doing what they want or judge them based on that. I'm just not one of those people who can repetitively play a game for years on end and just play that game. That's I wasn't able to do it when I was younger, and I certainly won't be able to do it now, so nothing has changed thus far. It looks like it's time to go. Gen-Dro's already starting to scramble up on me and shit, so let's go ahead and get started on this. Bitch! This bitch! Alright. Let's go ahead and cancel that. Hit that. Yeah, that's right. It's like the beginning. I'm pretty sure I shouldn't need a remote, but in case that I do, I have one right next to me, so it's not a big deal. Alright, let's go ahead and open up the chat window real quick. I cannot believe that I have this running. Hopefully it runs fine. Ad break in progress. Alright, so for those of you on YouTube, there's an ad break on twitch.tv, so I'm going to go ahead and get started on here. That's what I was waiting on. Language, display, accessibility. That's fine. Font size. Let me take a look at how it looks like on stream and decide whether I want to do it. It looks alright. It's not that big of a deal. Yeah, that's probably better. It might be clear for those of you who have low latency or are having really bad connection problems, or if I have one. At least I have this big-ass font to fall back on. A very small percentage of visuals may experience epileptic seizures or blackouts. Alright, so warning for those of you who have epilepsy, please, please, please be careful when watching my streams. I do not cater to you, but I do really like to warn you that you are aware of the risks you are taking. Please research any games that I am playing before you jump on and watch it, just because, like, I have family that does have it, and not to say that I don't want to cater to your needs. It's the thing that, like, you guys are the minority. Not a lot of people have it in comparison. I mean, a lot of people have it, obviously, but in comparison, yeah. No. The audio's a little loud, no? Let's see if I can fix that real quick. There we go. I could barely hear myself talk with that shit going up like sky. I was just like, Jesus. Enough! I am done. Full screen borderless, blah, 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 like, lockman. See, this should be like substandard. Like, that's how I want my games. Stop locking my goddamn mouse into the fucking window. I hate that shit. Stop it. No, it's not nice. I don't like that crap. Like, unless... no, not even then, dude. I can't stand it. I cannot stand having my window locked like that. I really can't. I can understand, like, in first-person shooters, but not on every single damn game. Come on, people. Oh, there is a cooperative mode. I could have had... No. You know what? I'm going to let Hellfire rest, because Hellfire's been, like, working his ass off all week So he needs to spend some time with his wifey before he comes and jumps on tonight. That's if and no ifs ands or buts. He needs to spend time with his wife. So we are going to run this on our own. Take up the mantle of the rogue trader, the sign of ancient dynasty. I love how they say purchase. Void Shadows is the first story expansion for offering mass amount of content with about 15 hours of fresh gameplay and a new romanceable companion. Fully integrated into the game's main story, this DLC will allow players to delve into the depths of their void ship firsthand in an enthralling new story that will pit them against an unfamiliar enemy trying to bring ruin to the Von Valancius dynasty from within. A new story, a tense 15 hours of adventure on board the Von, blah blah blah, filled with unexpected threats, various quests, unique equipment, and additional lore content. All of it fully integrated into the main campaign. A new companion, Kabbalah, a death cult assassin who is ready to pledge her life in the service of Von Valancius dynasty, just as her predecessors did for the generations before, even possibly developing a strong personal bond with the Lord Captain. A new looming threat arising from within the deepest and darkest bowels of the player's very own void ship, the malignant gene stealer cult, a horrific breed of Xenos who operate from the shadows, infecting your crew with their genetic code to convert them, slowly twisting their faith into the Emperor to carry out their wretched designs. Oh. I do not have this DLC yet. I don't know how I feel about that. Let me see how much the DLC is and go from there. So, let's go to Rogue Trader. I could just buy the damn season pass. Let's go to the store page real quick. Because I kind of want to see... Here, so you can see what I'm doing here. Stop. Let's see. Warhammer bundle. See, why the fuck would they have all that in one area? That don't make any sense. Season pass. Void Fair Pack, Void Shadows. So this must be the story. Yeah. So it's a full-on expansion pack. I really don't... Look, I love the Warhammer series, but please, guys, understand that, like, this is unacceptable. This is unacceptable. Let me just speak on how much I fucking hate DLCs. All right? I really fucking hate it. Like, it's not good. You need to stop. Just stop it. Overloading people with massive amounts of content and charging them like almost half price of a game is not effective. When I think about like games that I can buy for like the same amount that you're giving me the expansion, it kind of infuriates me how you guys feel like that's okay. And I'm talking about like there are games full priced who are like full-fledged game full price with the same amount of effort and dedication put into their games just as much as any other, and you guys are selling DLC for the same fucking amount. That is absolutely unnecessary and greedy and shitty of you, and it's no wonder that Ubisoft has taken the plunge and is going to get bought out because of that stupid shit. So beware, guys. You keep fucking around and finding out, you'll see. People are getting tired of these microtransactions, and this is not the economy to be fucking pulling off that stunts. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and do normal because I don't really want to fuck with it too much. I want to see what normal feels like. If it's too hard, I'll switch to easy. Ooh, we can make custom characters? I see. Create your own rogue trader from scratch. The possibilities are endless when it comes to customizing your character, choosing their home, world, gender, background, and more. You can choose from a wide variety of combat, social, and technical skills and abilities, which determine how your character interacts with the world and what kind of challenges they are capable of overcoming. Okay. Hold on. Sorry. Just looking at it. Finally, you can choose your character's archetype. Each archetype path offers its own unique set of opportunities and challenges, so choose wisely. With all of these customization options at your fingertips, you can create a truly one-of-a-kind rogue trader and embark on an adventure unlike any other in the world of Warhammer 40K. Another thing we should probably do, and I'm probably of an unpopular opinion, this is probably an unpopular opinion on my part, but the thing is, there is a particular company, and I'm not calling them out because I haven't. I'm not going to mention their name because I have not played their games on my stream, which I own one of their games on PC. But this company in particular does not optimize their games on purpose, and I'm pretty sure you guys know what I'm talking about, but on their series, they do not optimize their games on purpose for the sole purpose of keeping you locked onto their game and only their game. Their data is massive, and at one point, I was trying to basically make a kid happy. He was special needs, and so he wanted to play on the computer, so I bought him a game to play on the computer. And this particular game ended up taking 172 gigs of my computer space. After I uninstalled it after the kid left, because obviously I wasn't going to keep that ridiculous size on my damn computer, I noticed that they left crumbs of data all over the fucking place. So I had to sit there and delete everything off of it. And it was complete insanity. Like, there was never a time I've ever had to deal with a game that in particular that would literally fucking purposely destroy your fucking hard drive space, literally destroy my space. And I'm like, literally, I had to optimize my computer several fucking times after that. I was extremely upset. Worst company in the world. I will never fucking play your games. And I won't mention who you are, but you guys can guess who I'm talking about if you know what I'm talking about. It's bullshit, and you guys should feel fucking ashamed of yourselves. Optimize your games, you assholes. There should be no reason why you should take 172 fucking gigs of my memory. That is not alright. There are games who are better rendered, better looking, that take a quarter of what the hell you guys pulled. That's some bullshit. Just saying, I'm throwing that out there. Fuck you guys. You fucking pieces of shit. Wow. That's quite the look there. So what do I want to look like? I could be a wizard, Harry. Honestly, my finger was on the right one the first time. Oh wow, if you select it, it changes their face. Okay. At least they're pretty consistent. These are some weird looking things. I have wanted to play this though. No, not the fat man. That does not look like the picture. Come on, guys. At least give him the double chin. Oh, wow. What the fuck? That's alright. Yeah. So I'm gonna go with this one. This one just seems like it's more appropriate. Hold on. I want to stick to that. Hold on. Well, hold on 1 second. See, I liked how it was before. Why did they take that from me? Wait, there's a custom portrait option? Oh, I can use my own portrait. Nice. I'm always stuck on this. Always stuck on this. I don't know what's wrong with me. I just can't help it. None of these actually have my hairstyle at all. I mean, I like the dreads, but it doesn't match the portrait for anything. This is what my hairline's gonna look like when I'm older. It's already getting there. Oh, I hate getting older. I hate it. It's the worst look ever. But hey, it is what it is. We'll deal with that. That's pretty much as accurate as you're gonna get with my hair. That's a little red, isn't it? That's pretty much my color after sitting out in the sun for a while. Tattoo, let's see. Gen-Dro has started a game! Type the number of answers to the following question. How many countries are larger than Australia? So 1 for 6, 2 for 3. Why is this thing cut off anyway? I do not like that, Sam I Am. Why did you change this? This makes things harder for me to see what the fuck is going on. So, fix it. Alright, so let's see. Give him my regards. We're gonna go ahead and say we're pirates. That's about accurate, right? Yeah. Here's some scars. I don't know why they have. I guess that works. Yeah, I guess this will work. Maybe this one. Or maybe this one. Or maybe this one. Or none at all. Augmentations. Holy crap, there's a lot of augmentations. You can make multiples? Okay. So we have... some interesting ones indeed. That looks interesting. These are some interesting looking designs. Let's see what we can combine here. I mean, if they're going to give us all this option, I'm never going to be able to see half of this shit, but... Too bad they can't, like, switch to the other side, but I guess there's nothing you can do about it. Yeah, we can do both sides. That'll work. Eyebrows. I forgot that there's more to this than just... let's see. Whoa. Talk about the thin eyebrows. Oh yeah. That matches. Let's see. Eyebrow color, black. I'm getting sick of people letting flies into my house. I want to fight them. Let's see. Like there were stink bugs last night, and then all sorts of stuff has been going on. It's just getting ridiculous, just absolutely insane. There we go. That's how I would feel be necessary. That's probably as close as you're gonna get to my beard anyway. I could just give him a. Oh yeah, that looks 10 times better. Yeah, this works for him. Alright. Beard color is fine. Eyebrow color is fine. How come they don't do like the eyebrow color? Or the eyeball color?
Something of interest. Curiosity.
Perfect. Now that's interesting. Didn't see that one coming, did you?
Blood and mayhem shall make it happen.
My supremacy is proven once again.
Alone. The heart deliver their demise.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with Daring Male.
Now that's interesting.
Okay. Homeworld. Alright, it really depends on what I want to do about this. Like, what do I want to be? Do I want to be a full-on strong-ass dude? It helps in battle to be strong, and, like, I do like to be violent on my first playthrough, so I might choose this. Imperial world is one of the million planets united by the belief in the immortal god Emperor. Hailing from hyper-technology societies to grimy feudal populations, the inhabitants of Crown Worlds offer fealty and devotion to the master of humanity and the imperial creed espoused by his servants. The designation Imperial world encompasses a vast array of whole dissimilar worlds that are nevertheless part of the Imperium. Okay, so Imperial world characters can elect except for weapon skills and ballistic skills. Oh. That's interesting. Fortress world. Fortress worlds are planets that where the entire populace is immersed in warfare. They constantly train for the day that they may be called upon to defend the Imperium, a charge they solemnly uphold. Fortress worlds are established as bulwarks against the enemy. Every citizen is a soldier trained to fight from the very moment they can handle a weapon. These are good stats. Here's the thing I have a problem with this one. So, like, this would probably be the best way to go about it. Death world, planets, beasts, and sometimes even the environment can take aggressive and destructive forms to inimical to human life. While it's exceptionally difficult to colonize, many death worlds possess valuable resources that require an outpost or other human presence upon the planet's surface to harvest. These harsh environments result in some of the hardest and most resilient populations in the galaxy. Those tested and found wanting die young. Let's give it a shot. Fuck it. I am from a death world. What is this shit? Who changed my hat? The Astra Militarum, commonly known as the Imperial Guard, is the primary fighting force of the Imperium and the first line of defense from a myriad threats that endanger the existence of humanity. In the 41st millennium, you have served as one of the commanders of the Astral Militarum Regiment, commanding thousands and winning battles in the name of the God Emperor. You know what I should use? Hold on one second, guys. I want to try something out. I know it's silly, but I just do. I do. Give me 1 second. I really want to try this out. This is the first time I tried out voice mod on stream. So I'm not sure if it's going to sound it out, so I'm probably going to have to turn up the volume on here to see if I can. I mean, nobody's around, so might as well, right? Might as well. For the Emperor. For the Emperor. Alright. Let's see. See if it shows up on my my thing here. For the Emperor. No, it's not showing up. No, it's not showing up. Oh, man. Okay. Let's see. What can we do about that? Mic, properties, use the voice.
Smart virtual audio device. Alright, let's see if that works. And, well, that's a little silly. It's like that. Oh, it's wrong with this back then. Hold on, let me hit that up. That should be fine. It's a little loud though. I'm gonna try and go down a little bit. There we go. Just a little bit there. Now let's try that. So the best way to test that is to just go ahead and open the sound. So the best way to test that is to just go ahead and open the sound. So the best way to test that. Hell yeah. It works. It works. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Alright, so let's go ahead and continually go on this moving picture. The Astral Military is formerly known as the Imperial Guard, is the primary fighting force of the Imperium and the first line of defense from a myriad threats that endanger the existence of humanity. In the 41st millennium, you have served as one of the commanders of an military regiment commanding thousands and winning battles in the name of the God Emperor. Fellowship skill. That's probably not for much of who I am. Historian priest. Agility and fellowship, commerce and demolition, noble. Vision, psyche. Feared and distrusted. Well, I imagine. There are. I think this would probably work out. I mean, just base. Just working with the base and have basic. Go reforms and leadership. You restore a broken Imperial Red Regiment to its formal martial glory. You can get a sail, Apex of Brilliance. Clear athletic achievement does men defend a shine well and receive a high commendation for your feat. You can utilize your talents as a commander to achieve a great victory over various powers. I would say that strength would be my main. Commander Delicus Hour, you are some entire regiment to the Immaterium during a Giller field failure, yet you yourself are unscathed. Probably keeps one of the first two on stars of the spotlight. Okay. Assassin, Officer, Vanguard. MSD. There you go. Trust us to use a willpower fellowship. No. I have melee. Oh boy. Yeah, I'm just doing there. Those one going crazy. My intelligence is way down. Up there. Okay, let's see what we're down here. Make sure we keep a ability. So let's see. Strength, toughness, agility, and a burn. Ballistic skill, it refers to accuracy with all forms of range weapons. Weapon skill, for damage in all forms of close combat. Oh, I've reached its maximum level, huh? What does that mean? I can't put it anymore? Oh, okay, I see what is going on here. Well, we can grab the agility and bring the weapon skill up. We did make them even across the whole board. How they not be intelligent? Yeah, we could just be equal all across the board. Well, call me balanced, cause I'm the shits. Can I say this fits? Alright, let's see. Next. Warship, the sword class for next. Next. Empty name. Thanks. Okay. I am.
Done and done.
Maybe they're gonna give me like a chance to name them. It's not. Patient fortune. Yeah, I think I can be okay with that. Honestly, let's just move ahead. Yes, there we go. Ignatius. I guess we can work with that too. I'm not really trying to go all out here, but you know, just a little bit here and there, just straight even. What? I just want to play the game. So, I mean, really, honestly, I'm not trying to put too much effort in. I was just playing around there. Custom creator, but at this point, we're just gonna move forward. I heard a lot of good things about this one. It's been a while since I've played this type of game, though. Pathfinder was the last. No, not Pathfinder. Yeah, what the fuck did we do there? It's not really jumping out. Shit, I can't even remember the name. Well, anyways, it's not my first time playing isometric on here. I'm not sure if it's a typical isometric. Sometimes anime likes to bring a little bit of their own little taste on things, so it's wildly different from others. Yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, well, Chaos Game was very, very, very similar to XCOM in gameplay, but it slowly became a slog because the enemies and everything else just started getting stronger, and HP sponsors all over. I was losing soldiers left and right. It was an insane ass game, to say the least. I did enjoy it though. Gladius is an interesting one too, but it wasn't. I don't know how to explain it. Maybe if I wasn't playing another game and thinking about watching this, I'd have a better explanation of what I'm talking about.
An excellent place for contemplation. One has the best view of the cathedral from here. Mesmerizing, wouldn't you say? An impeccable manifestation of the God Emperor sublimity.
You're truly in arms for a elements of state and cheat that are ostentatious luxury. This laughable presence. It is enough to make one think of the architect meant to compensate rather than glorify. Well, shall we say, have we met? Do you have a particular reason for disturbing me?
My apologies. I did not seek you out to pester you with unwanted attention.
You dear mighty well. You are now you can learn more about the current events that influence the character is speaking to or even alter the course of the games now. In the character's personal story depends on the dialogue choices you make. Available dialogue options are displayed on the right. Select a reply by clicking the left mouse button on it or pressing the corresponding digit on your keyboard. Got it. I appreciate the help. Yeah.
Allow me to introduce myself. Conrad Voigtveer, Master of Whispers, in the employ of Her Ladyship Lord Trader Theodora von Valencias. At your service. I haven't had the pleasure of speaking with you in person before.
Lieutenant General Ignatius Scipio Grimald, Commander of the 8th Army of the Scandian Janissaries.
My regards, Lieutenant General. The Astra Militarum is the hammer of the God Emperor, isn't that what they say? Well, it is likely that fate will give you ample opportunity to demonstrate your talents as a commander. I will be frank with you. You may forget your past titles, no matter who gave them to you, or what their origins are. From the moment you and the other candidate were brought aboard this void ship, your fate changed. You now serve Lord Captain Theodora von Valencias, and carry the burden of an heir of this house. Henceforth, you share your dynastic name with Her Ladyship. Bear it with honor.
You say that I'm one of these low trade as is. I assume you have a goal in mind when you decide to seek me out. Let us address it. Ha 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 ha. Big quick to the point.
But of course, I have come to invite you to a meeting with Lady Theodora. I imagine you have many questions for your patroness, and I'm sure she has just as many questions for you. It is regrettable that you haven't yet had an opportunity to speak. It has been an arduous voyage thus far.
So you can highlight your cursor over highlighted words to learn more about them. The tooltips that up here can help you better understand the world of the game or its mechanics. Words are highlighted when they first appear in a text. Scroll up the dialog box to see the desired highlighted timer down. Got it. Okay, I'm Jimmy.
The Lord's Captain and Master Edelthrad von Valencias are conversing on the observation platform. Let us join them there.
Lady into there. with some ridiculous spark right now? Hold on. Will the character by clicking on a screen a symbol will appear and your character will move toward it. The spot you chose is inaccessible. The symbol will appear in the closest accessible location. Got it. For the Emperor. Come on, man. Why is this? I'm trying to mess around with where I'm looking. It always gives me shit. Oh, okay, I see. So, click on these again. Everything moves fast. Some objects in the game can be interacted with in a special way. They are marked with specific icons. Some icons allow you to study objects. Others will transfer the character to neighboring locations or unlock a small event. These icons become visible when your character is standing close enough to the interactive object. Click the left mouse button on the icon to perform the associated action. Some interactive objects, such as doors or chests, are not always marked with icons, but the cursor changes when you hover over it. Hover your cursor over the object. If the cursor changes, the object is interactable. Hold tab to highlight objects your character can interact with.
Venture forth.
Let's see. Knives of Conference Table. Obviously crafted from real wood. A resource of incredible value aboard a wood ship. Yeah. Oh, I guess, like, if you do that, you can find somewhere you want. Thanks. I see you raise your head again. Our hands you over to the tech police for servitorism. Oh.
Forge ahead. Never linger.
As you approach, something in the servitor's body begins to hum, as if it's a response to your presence. Oh. The Imperium looks like what? Oh.
Let's see this through.
Oh, you can look at the stats if you right-click them. What am I supposed to do now?
Every moment a chance for greatness.
It's copy of the 2338 volume of the Lights and Chaos. The Codex of the Sacred Laws of the Imperium. Yeah. And Mr. Service will a lot of people talking and not working. How are you supposed to serve the Imperium when all you're doing is lollygagging?
Duty beckons.
It's that they can't really do anything, man. Honestly. Open the door.
One of the Fon Valencia's trophy rooms. Perhaps you would like to take a look around after your audience with the Lord Captain.
What's happening?
Hey, man. These trade rooms of sanitors. Pew 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 pew. Pew 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 pew.
Brute
survive in the grim darkness of the far future, you have to face enemies of all kinds and fight for your life. These hints and tutorials will familiarize you with the combat system of the Warhammer 40K trainer. Click the button at the top of the screen to start the battle. During the game, a turn-based and take place on a grid. On their turn, a character can move, attack, and use their abilities. Like this, I would in a highlighted area and double-click left mouse button to move the character there. Movement points determine how far a character can move on their turn. MP, which corresponds to one cell on the battlefield, moving diagonal is more costly. Every second diagonal cell uses 2. At the beginning of each turn, movement points are reduced to are restored to their maximum value. Note that a character starts moving, this action can no longer be cancelled. Okay, so movement is confident. Sounds like we need to get into the business here. To make attacks and usability, the character must spend action points, or AP. The total is displayed on the panel at the bottom of the screen. Every attack or ability has a certain AP cost associated with it. The number of squares next to the icons of the attack action and other abilities indicate their AP cost. At the start of each character's turn, their AP are restored to their maximum value. To attack first, click left mouse button on the single shot icon on the weapons panel at the bottom of the screen. Either you cursor over the enemy, a tooltip will appear showing your chances of hitting the enemy and the possible damage you can deal on a successful hit. Click now on the mouse button on the enemy to fire. The amount of damage your character deals depends on the parameters of the weapon they're using. The effectiveness of the shot depends on the distance between the character and their enemy. When you target an enemy with a single shot, you'll see 2 areas denoting the weapon's effective and maximum fire rate. Certain abilities in the game are considered attack actions and can only be used once per turn unless affected by specific talents or the abilities that a character might have. If a character performs an attack action, they will not be able to attack again and will lose the remaining movement points until the start of their next turn. And again, so let's click on this and
I know what to do.
pop some shots off. Major name tactics. When you're ready to engine down time plus space or click the hand job on the bottom line of the screen. Cool. They look here, I'm putting myself in harm's way. Oh wow.
They won't expect this.
No, how the hell did I miss that? The character's just missed. To increase the chance to equip your character with a decent weapon and place them on a vantage point. Yeah. Okay. I'll have a vantage point right now. Just an enemy weapons can attack, make an attack of opportunity if opponents and adjacent initiates movement. It can also be triggered by some abilities. All characters with melee weapons, including members of your party, can make attacks for opportunities. The chance to hit and deal damage is calculated just like normal attack.
Let's set this in motion.
You can use medkits on a stored environment's wounds and battle. Treat an injury to get rid of certain negative effects. If the character is injured or afflicted with such an effect, if the character has medkit equipped, its icon will be displayed on the bottom left. If no such icon is present, open your inventory and equip the medkit by double-clicking left mouse button. Alright, please stop fucking putting L in the It's throwing me off. To use a medikit, select the icon at the bottom of the screen, then click L and B on the character required training arm of the torches. Lord of torches, shit. A character can only use a medikit on a target male adjacent to. Medikits can only be used by characters who have the field medic feature. A skilled medikit or taking left bar skill bits and at least once. A medikit's skill test determines the number of blood restored. Each medikit holds 2 or more charges, with 1 charge being consumed per use. Once used, medikits disappear from the panel on the bottom of the screen, so remember to equip your characters with new medikits regularly. Oh shit. I don't have any medikits. Let's let it happen. He dodged all those attacks. There's just melee weapons blockages. Okay, yeah, but I don't have any fucking thing. Shut up, man. You fucking dumbass.
Easy.
Goddamn piece of shit. What gives a faster when all was fucking talked?
What's suspiciously poor timing for such an accident? Servitors malfunction on the officer's deck at exactly the same moment when the rogue trader and their heirs are gathered here. I have blocked all passages between the upper and lower sectors of the residential decks. If this is a deliberate attack, it should stop the culprits from advancing their plan.
I know these are important, but I'm really getting tired of these fucking tutorials. You know, I mean, don't get me wrong, I know they're important, but it's really irritating whenever it just pops up a lot. Especially when games where there's just so much to fucking learn. Oh man, it just sucks so much. You know what, the reason I'm being whiny, because I haven't had enough sleep. What I have new characters just letting the critical hit that deals increased damage equal to the character's critical damage stats. Characters trail with damage is 150% of their normal attack by default. However, certain talent effects and abilities can increase it. Certain weapons have their own critical damage stat, which is added to the character's total stat value during attack. What's up, Hellfire, man? I'll see you there. I'll see you there. How do you do, man? Continue. Continue.
I'm afraid I must remain here. For Lady Theodora's safety, I have to oversee the execution of these orders personally. I hope you will have no difficulty reaching the observation platform on your own. It is just at the end of this corridor.
You know what my biggest problem was? When I created this character, I wasn't really sure of how the abilities affect, because I always get confused, because that's what it is. Every time I play a new Warhammer game, it's always like they have almost every single genre on cover, but their lore and the abilities kind of warp everything, and it's just crazy. I remember I had the same exact issue when I first started playing, I forget the Warhammer game. It's a Diablo 2 style one. I really like him. I can't remember the damn name. Fuck. Anyways, yeah, like when I started playing it, everything was confusing to me. Like the weapons, the effects, what you can equip, all of it was just absolutely horrendously impossible to figure out. Well, it wasn't impossible. I finally got the hang of it, but still, it can be a little overwhelming. You can open the map using N to orient yourself. Orient that. And his formation. Let's see. And
Onward to victory.
I guess I'm not going that one. Read the map, dummy. Read the map. I think yes. Let's see what's going on over there. Fucking isometric games. I like him, but fuck the way he shit sometimes. But you know what's crazy about this one? He moves surprisingly fast, like, really fast. Up there. Well, that doesn't help. It looks like everybody's on the left, and regardless of people dying from servitor attacks. Is it attack freeze to allow us to get to the spawn? I really need to get on board with the lore, because last time I remember, I thought the service was leveling those little skeleton things floating around at these android-looking things, but I mean, I guess I've seen them before. It's just never prepared with hostile servitors. Glory to the Messiah, giver of knowledge.
Seize the moment.
That is simply irrational, Lady Theodora. Assimilation into the trade structure would be political and economic suicide. Practically an admission of heresy.
Then suggest an alternative that will satisfy me. I have described the situation. No worse than my general could have done. Make a decision. What will you do with Ion 6, Edelthrad? While you are considering your answer, Edelthrad, I wish to speak with someone else. Perhaps I shall hear something more interesting than incoherent mumbling. Approach.
What is this? Is this someone from your retinue, Theodora? Do you permit your people to interrupt your
That
conversation?
was fucking loaded, you lad.
I give that permission to those with something of substance to say. Let us see if it was worth it. This is the second candidate for the title of my successor. Step forward.
Engage, yes.
Consider this hypothetical situation. Ion 6. A new world on the fringes of the Coronis expanse. High seismic activity, regular magma eruptions, metamorphic rock deposits, prospects for large-scale mining. The world is populated by natives who worship some heretical underworld spirits that protect those who offer them sacrifices. Flights of fancy, you might say, but attempts to install ore extractors have failed for the second time. The mining crews sent to the planet's surface simply vanished overnight. My question to you is, what would you do with this poisoned treasure?
Let's see. I'm guessing I can use my lore that I have, Xanos and Warp. Let's see what they say. Those spirits take when David Abe's name for the dangerous aliens, I would first verify if that is indeed the case, and if the population of Ion 6 engages in similar worship. There are ways to confirm whether what is happening on Ion 6 is witchcraft or not. It might cost several cycles to do so, but it will give us the answer. I guess I would say, oh, geez, Mr. Hellfire. I mean, you haven't said anything to me. He's probably like, I haven't needed to, I'm busy. Pick your own options, bitch. Your character skills reflect their knowledge and capabilities. Some dialogues automatically initiate past skill tests. If such a test succeeds, a new information will be revealed, or a hidden dialogue option will unlock. If the character is traveling with allies, the party may member with the highest scoring applicable skills selected for each given passive skill test. Got it.
Pharaoh, but presumptuous. It It took me a great deal to find one psyker who could serve me well for many years. Yet you speak of several.
Sanctioned psychers are rare and valuable instruments of the Golden Throne. Or do you suggest that we use heretics, who are an offense to the God Emperor's light? It would be rather careless of you to utter such profanity in the presence of his faithful servants.
I gave to answer a simple question, which is I understand was still more than you can do, Alfarad. I find your tone most disagreeable, Alfarad, and you will kindly alter the manner in which you address me, or else you will live to regret the consequences.
Well, I find your company disagreeable, and yet I'm forced to endure such.
Edelthrad, I believe I gave you an assignment on this ship. Explain to me then why my senior congregator is still dawdling about the officer's deck, instead of proceeding to the middle decks to commence the inspection of the compartments in his purview.
I beg your forgiveness, Lady Theodora. Your presence has such a profound effect on me that I well forgot the time.
Edelthrad bows ceremoniously and takes his leave without sparing you another look. Yeah, you better fucking leave, because I will shoot your fuck ass.
So, why are you here?
Use the voice changer? Yeah. What's up, King? How's it going? Like the new look, bro. Appreciate it. I did put some work into it. I've been doing a lot of behind-the-scenes stuff, but I figured I'd throw this overlay out. And see how it went. It looks pretty good. I actually created the whole damn thing myself. I don't know if you can tell, but I put a lot of effects on there. I have like a movie background for both like the red and like the black space and the little stars lighting on and stuff like that. It's pretty cool. And like if I were to like shut off the game capture or display capture, and it's pretty cool, man. I like this a lot. This stuff has been right back. No problem, man. Alright, let's go ahead and continue on to what we're doing. There's a guy who's sent for me. I have questions that I wish to have answered.
You have ceded the opening that was offered to you in a woeful display of meekness. Admittedly, this tendency is equally strong in all who toil in the Emperor's service. Immutable hierarchy, absolute obedience, lick-spittlery, compulsion to please. I value none of these things. From the moment my envoys came for you, the terms of your existence changed.
Okay. Not sure what the right answer would have been, but yeah, whatever.
My name is Theodora von Valancius Massimo of Scaris. I am a rogue trader in the service of the God Emperor of humanity. And my rights and freedoms are vindicated by a most sacred relic. The warrant of trade, kept aboard this very vessel. Mine is the honor to venture into the darkness, beyond the Imperium, and carry humanity's light where powers wicked and heretical reign, and bow death and ruin to us all.
Wait, the speech there, maybe.
It is my decision alone to determine the fate of whatever I find past the bounds of the explored void. Every world I discover, along with all there is to find thereon, resources, people, riches, and mysteries, is mine by right. I command millions of lives, rule over numerous planets, and possess fortunes that no planetary governor or commander could dream of amassing. And you are one of those with von Valancius blood in their veins and a rightful claim to this inheritance when the hour comes.
Not that I give a shit, but I'm the arts. I'm ready to take on this sacred purpose.
Wouldn't you? The question is, am I ready to choose you over the rest. You came aboard hours before the warp jump, and have not yet distinguished yourself in any way. As things currently stand, I have doubts that you are suitable for the role of rogue trader.
But yet this game is all about me. The personal is fire to you, bro. I see you, personal. Thanks, man. Thanks. I appreciate it. The personal look is fire to you. Yeah, man. I've been working pretty hard on some stuff. I've been working on a game, and I was like, alright. The more I looked at my overlay, I was like, I'm so tired of looking at the same one. So I said, fuck it, let's go ahead and change the whole thing. So I spent like 2 days, 4 hours each day working on that, learning how to program it correctly, and then finally getting it to work. The star movement was the biggest pain in the ass out of the whole thing. I was looking for a different effect, and then I just fell onto this one. I was like, you know what? This looks pretty cool. This works. And so I have it set up where, like, each little star that's in there, like, every single one that appears, it's like has a different speed, so if you look at it, it's really cool. It's a minor effect, but like you'd have to actually pay attention, but it kind of gives it like that little nice kind of 3D look kind of thing. I don't know. It's like an overlapping look, and it looks cool. So I decided to go with that and get in with the theme of stars because that is my logo theme, I suppose. It's been the logo theme since I can remember. Every logo that I made had a star on it, so it's my star, and I'm gonna continue using it. Fuck this bitch. This bitch is really tough.
To earn the high honor of becoming the bearer of a warrant of trade. Nonetheless, your abilities and talents may yet prove useful. If not for the role of Lord Captain, then for that of their closest ally. Alas, even those responsibilities can at times be too challenging for those who share your blood. Kunrad Voitvir served me for many years before he made his mistake.
Did I hear you correctly? The Master of Whispers is related to you?
His kinship to me is most distant, as is yours. Nonetheless, he does bear the name von Valancius, even if he avoids using it publicly, and as such, strictly speaking, can be considered my heir. That door, however, is closed to him. Voitvir's performance in his current role is satisfactory. Or it used to be, at least.
Oh, snap. You must have betrayed. I'll be right there if I don't mind. I really have to, fix some issues that I'm currently having, so I'm gonna go ahead and take a quick break, and then I will be back on in just a few minutes. I promise. I'm Dave. Sorry, my favorite guys. I had some personal technical difficulties, but I don't want to shut off the stream right away, so... let's see. One off, does this mean there are other errors?
Some have yet to arrive on board, but you have had the pleasure of meeting one of them. Edelthrad may be somewhat disconcerted by the scale of the responsibilities that may potentially fall upon his shoulders. However, I have a good feeling about him as a candidate.
If he's satisfied with Edelthrad, then what sense is there in having this conversation? Why are you wasting your time on that?
Impatience. I am rather fond of impatient people. They are not as quick to resign themselves to circumstance and more eager to show initiative. Even if I do choose Edelthrad as my successor, I will still require loyal advisors. The skills and knowledge you acquired in your former life may prove invaluable here, in the Coronis Expanse.
Yes.
Service in the Astra Militarum is a trial from which very few people emerge with their life. That you have risen through the ranks of the Imperial Guard and assumed command of an army is a testament to your astuteness, both on the battlefield and in the tangled net of officer intrigues. I assure you, the company that a rogue trader keeps will offer you plenty of chances to demonstrate both your diplomatic skills and your combat prowess.
Well,
Moreover, even changing your family name will not rid you of the fame you previously garnered. I hope it will also help you bring glory to the Von Valancius dynasty, to which you now belong.
yeah. Thank you for clarifying. There's my questions now.
I have some time before the navigator gives the signal to initiate the void ship's translation out of the warp, and my presence is required on the bridge.
An incident took place on the officer's deck. Some servitors went berserk and attacked the crew.
Is that so? Perhaps the technomats were careless during maintenance. Or it could be the warp playing tricks on us in spite of the Gellerfield. Or perhaps there is something to all the stories about the ship being possessed after all.
Lady Theodora, for the God Emperor's sake, surely you do not intend to start repeating idle rumors spread about by uneducated riffraff.
Shut up. Stupid Abelard.
Enough, Abelard. Such hearsay amuses me. Idira eagerly retells me everything she learns from the whispers of her unseen advisors. This ship is thousands of years old. It has enough hidden nooks, malfunctioning cogitators, and unused compartments to make ignorant folks speak of specters dwelling inside the bulkheads and plotting against those who yet live.
And their current responsibilities.
Observe, learn, absorb. It will take time for you to find your bearings aboard this vessel and in your new position. Eventually, I will find a post that suits you as I did for Edelthrad. Until that time comes, consider yourself my aide.
Now, did he ever give you a translation? What are these things that you speak of?
Sometimes I forget that people without direct access to a ship's bridge may not know the first thing about how a void ship travels between the stars.
Alright, well, don't be rude. Just fucking answer the question, bitch. What the hell?
Such as this one are capable of leaving real space and traversing into the warp, an otherworldly dimension of cruel and unthinkable forces. By entering it under the protection of the Gellerfield, we shorten the route to our destination, crossing distances that would require hundreds of years in a matter of weeks instead, sometimes in days or even hours. That is how humanity spread across the galaxy. That is how we were able to build the Imperium, which spans millions of stars.
Well, thank you for answering that question. Finally! Alright, let's see. There is your ship, Hyman.
The Rycad system, the domain of rogue trader Winterscale, one of my peers and rivals. Besides me, 2 other rogue traders exist in the Coronis Expanse, and each of them possesses resources comparable to mine. Perhaps you will one day assist House von Valancius in surpassing both of them in affluence and splendor.
Well, that would be nice.
I set the course for Rycad on the demand for a very specific reason. Perhaps I shall yet apprise you of the purpose for this voyage, but now is not the time.
Mr. Slur, Captain, surely there are ways I can prove myself worthy the
You
air.
can start by not asking questions of this sort. I have no need for sycophants. I will draw my conclusions when an opportunity to prove yourself arises. As for when you will be granted that opportunity, only the God Emperor knows. In that case, I shall head to... Disturbances reported on the adjacent decks. Seneschal, if the need arises, protect the new blood. It is possible that the chance to prove your worth may present itself sooner than you may have anticipated.
Yeah, baby. Oh snap. The land trader is getting taken over.
You'll regret standing against me.
All talk are cognizant to active trials and that order is determined by initiative level. For order of turns is displayed on the left side of the screen from bottom to top. The character at the very bottom goes first, and the one above them. And so, got it. Well, let's see. Take a look at what we got here. I've been ambushed. It looks like, you know, I'm about to see the Lord Commander strike the battle. Let's start the battle.
For now.
One fewer target.
And the other tales were way not powerful than this.
Suffered worse. Weapon at the ready. Death to the heretics. Pain and duty go hand in hand.
Use cover to avoid enemy attacks. Cover the character can hide behind locked of the shield. Oh, so they mixed, okay, I see how they're doing this. This is interesting, but yeah, I can work with this. Stay close, the character will automatically take up advantageous position. In this case, the chance the enemy attacks will hit the cover and not the character behind them increases. The character will not receive any bonus if attacked from the side, not protected by the cover. Oh, okay. So I was playing this one before. Let's go ahead and hit cover real quick. Let's see. Alright, let's go ahead and shoot off some rounds.
As said, so done and done.
Yeah, baby. Okay, if we can really done with this turn.
Death to non-believers. Out of my way.
Crush the feeble.
Chaos guides me.
Is behind here, I'm alive.
Break their morale. For the glory of the Imperium.
I bring ruin. Such is the will of
I wish I had this kind of dodge stats. The characters receive the temporary positive effect from an ally, such effects and attributes will be command sublime. To learn more about the effects you gain, have a read cursor over the effects icon next to the character's portrait. Kill value. 50 ballistic skill until the enemy have combat. Okay. So that's what I'm hitting right at. Hey, I'm down with that. I am completely okay with that.
Don't touch me. No mercy.
Tried and tested tactics are the best ones. One fewer target. Follow my lead. Die!
Damn. Weird owl.
Mort, take a team with you and clear a path to the transport line. Do not let a single whoresome survive. Didn't bat an eye when that scum burst onto the deck, huh? Not bad. I have seen many an officer who panicked at the sight of combat on the upper decks. The false sense of security offered by their position makes them that much more vulnerable to the harsh realities of warp travel.
Alright, what are your orders?
Mort has gone on ahead to clear a path for us. If you want to make yourself useful, go after him and see if the Arch-Militant requires aid. And be quick about it.
I have an effect. Just one, huh? Unstuck. Did I have a medikit? It's... Absolutely not. I don't have shit. It's up that Empress way. Okay, hold on. It's my map telling me. I mean, it doesn't look like there's any other way except for like down here into this little tile like this room. If I'm just like going in here, I would automatically start the elevator. Well, it doesn't look like that's the case.
Forge ahead. Never linger.
I always linger. Do you have to linger? It sounds like it's crazy here. Oh. It's like there's a firefight going on. Everyone's like I'm heavy to do much here. We got Hilton's body is riddled with holes. An improvised single shotgun lies smoking in his hand. Whoops. That's not human. Oh, never, I see it. I thought it was like a bug from an angle. I was like, ew.
Thank Providence you are alive and well.
Always on time, eh, Coonrad? The moment we finish chasing the riffraff around the deck, you show up. Always just after the fighting's done. You could set your chrono by it.
Mort, hold yourself together.
What, did the Lord Captain send you to chivvy us along? We're all done here. I'll report right away.
Master of Whispers, what is happening on my ship?
The Voxnet is silent. The Voxmaster is not responding. Armed assailants have stormed the officer's deck, and my arch-militant just destroyed several more heretics on the way here. Is this a severe case of warp madness? Have some of my crew lost their minds and forgotten who they are and whom they serve? Report!
I have not yet received word from the Engineering regarding any Gellerfield failures, but communications were already unstable half an hour ago, and now they have ceased altogether. Whatever the cause may be, the consequences are spreading fast. I am receiving scattered reports from the middle decks, and the only Voxcasts from the lower bays are one-way heretical gibberish. That the madmen have already reached the officer's deck suggests that this outrage was planned in advance. Perhaps this is an organized mutiny.
Yeah. A mutiny is there is no idea the intersection of the traitors. I already lost one of them.
First, we have to confirm that the bridge and the navigator's sanctum are secure. And I have the means to do both things at once.
There is the fucking... Okay, whatever. That was dumb.
Edelthrad, where is he? I must know if he is unharmed. A psyker aboard a ship that is potentially being assailed by the warp could pose a greater threat to himself and others than a whole army of madmen with improvised weapons.
Well,
I tried to locate him, but the last thing known about his movements is that he arrived on Transitional Deck 18.
Blast it! Master of Whispers, find Edelthrad immediately. Seneschal, locate Tlas and the Sister of Battle.
If I may...
Hello, and babe.
Transitional Deck 18 is at the heart of the disturbance, and if our goal is to bring Edelthrad back, I could use some support. After all, I'm not as adept at directly confronting enemies of the House as the esteemed Arch-Militant, and taking into consideration Edelthrad's psychic powers.
Then it's settled. Find Edelthrad and bring him here. In whatever state you find him. This elevator leads to restricted compartments such as my personal chambers and the bridge. Do not let me down. I require you both. Do you understand?
I don't know if I should do everything in my power.
Not everything in your power. You will do as I say. I'll have your heads if you fail. Is that clear? Then move out. Mort, come.
You probably were running. I'm just gonna do whatever the fuck I want anyway. Does not matter what you say.
Ready to head to 18. It is a long walk, and you do not even have proper gear.
I shall need to lead the way.
Of course you will. Lady Theodora would never have someone she couldn't rely on as one of her heirs. But that is no longer relevant.
I need his bit of a trade. When a bomb from a sharp crackle, something hits you madman, and you're consumed by unbearable, gut-wrenching pain. Advanced to your special destiny, Ignatius. It is time to fulfill it. Well? I had a feeling he had something to do with it. I mean, how would you feel if somebody took you away to lead away and then started bringing in people?
Careful! careful. Be gentle with our guest. He has an important mission to complete during our visit to the Warren Chamber. And for that, I need him breathing. Ah, you are back with us, I see. Delightful.
What is the meaning of this?
You must have hit your head harder than I thought. No matter. Very little is required of you. Just your blood, which you can either share of your own volition, or I will spill it for you. We are in the anteroom of the Warren Chamber, this void ship's most hallowed vault. There, beyond those gates, lies the relic that gives Theodora all of her power. The sacred Warrant of Trade. Only one obstacle remains on my path to obtaining it. The gates of the chamber are guarded by the Sentinel, an ancient device that will only open the door to a true heir of the dynasty. I expected to do this part myself, but never mind. You will offer your blood to the Sentinel.
Okay, why are you doing this? What is it, inbred? Is your blood too thin for the Sentinel? I have no intention of helping you.
I am afraid that you have no choice in the matter. Try to resist, and I will demonstrate the power that the warp holds over mortals. Come to think of it, I might even take some pleasure in doing so.
Only dues you require, but I will find a way to make you pay for this, you filth.
I doubt it, my dear. But that's enough talk. Fulfill your destiny.
In the gateway arch, you see a cogitator with a human likeness built into the front panel. Awful cards. So fucked up for me to do this. And as your brother torso twitches slightly, this is the servitor, an obedient automaton created from a lobotomized human being. The Sentinels turn his head to you, one of its eye socket lighting up with two ember-like irises. You look around in hopes of finding at least something that can work as a weapon. You search as a band. The chamber anteroom is completely empty and in perfect working condition. Nary a broken panel or protruding piece of rebar inside. Hey, look back.
Did you forget something? I suggest you hurry.
Well, Tarkius. Succeeded. Be careful and inspect the design of the gate as cogitator. What immediately catches your eye is a strange alloy that was used as material for the machine's components, some of which are unfamiliar to you. You suspect this might be some kind of archaeotech relic. I gained 20 experience, yay! Got it. The servitor on the gate begins to move. With the screeching and groaning of metal, it leans forward, closer to you. Its lower jaw opens with a drawn-out shriek, much wider than the jaw of a living human could. The servitor's mouth is filled with sharp metallic fangs that glint in the dim light. The big screen to the right of you lights up, showing strings of mysterious symbols on a green background. The servitor looks noticeably different from the ones you're used to. Its skin covering is stitched together with copper thread and has metal hinges in the place of standard joints. It seems that the creators of the Sentinel did everything to ensure that the service life of this unit would be much longer than that of an ordinary automatons. The Sentinel's jaw clamp around your hand, puncturing your skin and sinking into your flesh. A few dark drops fall into the servitor's throat, and it immediately you hear humming as the servo motors start up and the pumps stir into motion. The bit screen of the cogitator flickers. Several long minutes pass. The Sentinel's jaws remain closed, and you're beginning to feel sick. Perhaps you were to lean against the gate. You would catch your breath. Maybe even close your eyes and pretend none of this ever
High levels of caustic humus. The subject is in a state of heightened stress. Do you require assistance?
You did not understand where this quiet voice is coming from, crackling and like static. Is it a Sentinel, the cogitator? Is it a figment of your weary mind? Whichever it is, you can clearly hear every word. Yes, I do require assistance.
Request accepted. Initiating defense protocol.
Y'all getting fucked up. I kill the fuck out of him.
Still another way.
The lack of blood. Nice. Very nice. The numerous gates match the importance of this thing they protect. The massive doors are made of heavy metal and look. Okay, cool.
Onward to victory.
Now you vetoed that by my will. And by the true words of this document, I appoint this person to be the bearer of the water and of trade and bestow upon them the dynasty. To be taken of humanity, unbroken by adversity, to walk firmly first into darkness, to unite and reclaim what was lost, to triumph over nightmares untold, to hold bloody rage of fate, to walk steadily the road of thorns, through pain to greatness. And by so fast I know the choice.
Escort the child of the house to safety.
I need a weapon. I am utterly defenseless.
Distance from the current location to the nearest arsenal. Initiating situational calculations.
The civilians will be silent. It's relays clicking, second after second passes, and you realize the Cernal Skull will not answer you. What madness is happening here? Who are you? Who addresses me?
Temporary obnubilation following acute stress. Mobile unit of the Warren Sentinel standing by.
You the Warren Sentinel?
Mobile unit of the Warren Sentinel, designed as a personal escort of the child of the house and a means of communicating with the rogue trader's subjects. Mobile unit standing by.
Way away from here.
Middle and upper decks. Assuming the probability of safe placement in areas of concentration of armed units. Calculating. To prevent unauthorized units from breaching the warrant chamber, preemptive sealing must be initiated. The mobile unit will start executing the received order immediately after the safety of the warrant is secured.
As the gauge area folds, you will see notifications at the top of the screen indicating the status of your current objective has been updated, and that a new information has been added to your journal. You can open the journal by pressing J or clicking the left mouse button on the notification at the top of the screen. Journal entries help you keep track of current events and guide your character on their journey. The quest tab tracks the progress of the main story. Here you can find information about any quests you have accepted and their current states. Use the journal to help yourself understand where to go on the next steps of your adventure. The rumor and contract section also contains important information. You will learn more about them later.
Stay sharp.
Seal it.
Master. Whatever are you doing in the warrant chamber? How did you... Throne preserve me. What is the meaning of this?
Good void chased trainer. Well, part of ways from officer's deck, he stopped me somehow and brought me here.
What?
He intended to take revenge of their daughter for something, and trying to reach the wild was somehow part of that plan.
Oh, holy God, Emperor. I presume he is the one responsible for the mutiny. Bandmaster, I wish to remind you that you are to refer to the Lord Captain as Lady Theodora.
Then she openly admitted that he is the mastermind behind this mutiny.
Saint's blood! And it is small wonder that the heretics are so well organized. I thought his order to seal the passages between decks was to stop the attackers from spreading to other levels. But now I see the real reason. It was to stop the enforcers from intervening. At least you are alive, and now safe, Master. Alas, I doubt we can afford to look for a compartment to sit out this disaster. You're in a bad way. I can treat your wounds. I have a Medicaid kit with me. And, for the love of the throne, now is not a good time to be walking around the decks without means of self-defense. Here.
Nice. Thanks, Amalur. You're not such a bad guy. Even though you were trying to correct the new world trader. Sorry. When fighting, your character can lose some of their wounds. Your character has suffered injury after being attacked by Kunad. This happens when a character receives damage that exceeds 50% of their maximum wounds when going down. The exact percentage of wounds a character must lose for this to happen may vary depending on the difficulty of the game you choose. Injuries reduce the character's resolve. When a character initially suffers an injury, it is considered a fresh injury during the first 3 rounds. Once the 3 rounds have passed, the fresh injury becomes an old injury. A fresh injury can be healed using a medikit without passing any skill tests. Old injuries can be healed with a medikit, but they require the character to administer the treatment to pass the medikit skill test to succeed. Use medikits to restore wounds and heal injuries. Note that when a character loses all their wounds, they fall unconscious. And what? Loses all their wounds? Once the combat is over, the wounds of all party members are replenished automatically, but any injuries they may have sustained remain. Those that can be healed, those can be healed with a medikit. Medikits can only be used, blah blah blah. Okay, yeah. Let's see. Alright, press I for inventory. To equip your weapons on, hold your open inventory, double click on item. Alternatively, you can hold and drag the item to the right side. You will become highlighted once you start dragging an item. To read the parameters of the item, hover your cursor over its icon and wait for the information window to appear. Another way to view details about an item is to click the right mouse button on its icon and select it from. You can switch between party members using the arrow on the top of the inventory screen or by clicking the left mouse button on a character's portrait. Item descriptions contain comparisons with any corresponding items already equipped by the character. Oof. I need some air, because it is fucking hot in here. Complete. Equipped. Equipped. Add to the cargo zone. Well, it looks like I'll be going myself, I mean. I have 2 injuries, and I don't know what was going on. What is the carnazer? Did I fuck up? I did. I definitely fucked up. Up there. Up there. Not that I can use it. Okay, so I can't use it myself.
Sometimes you consult the appropriate treatise on Tactica Imperialis and weigh every step. Sometimes, though...
Outstanding.
That is a noticeable improvement. Now you're prepared for the trials ahead.
Nero.
The lower decks are teeming with heretics instigating the rabble to revolt. But that is the least of our problems. The ship's enforcers are rounding up the scoundrels and suppressing the resistance. The situation on the middle decks is much worse. All those strike teams have already been dispatched there. All communication with the bridge and the engineering bay was lost. So, apart from scattered voxcasts, we have no information to go on.
I'm a fantastic girl.
But that is not the worst of it. All these jolts and shaking are most alarming. These are signs that the navigator and the master helmsman are having difficulty translating the ship out of the warp and into real space. I fear that they may have already lost control. We must reach the Navigator's Sanctum and get a handle on the situation. If we can manage that, some aboard this vessel may yet survive.
How did you find me?
You sent me a Vox message. Specifically, a Vox cast on the officer's frequency, which I had the good fortune to receive. You mean to say you did no such thing?
I think the Warren Sentinel may have sent that message. It appeared when I opened the chamber.
Warren Sentinel? Lord Captain barely ever ventures down to the chamber, and I was at her side only once or twice when she did. And I did not see anything of the sort. The Warren Chamber is an ancient and rather sacred mechanism that the ship's tech priests treat with the utmost reverence. I assume that whatever it is that you did, you must have activated certain processes and caused the Sentinel to awaken. But then, why did none of it happen when Lady Theodora did the same?
It's because Lady Theodora is not the real rogue trader. What exactly is beyond Malone's translation?
Oh, God Emperor preserve me, Navigator. However, I've spent my entire life aboard void ships equipped with warp drives, and I know that portents such as these do not bode well. It could be that the Geller field has faltered. Perhaps the Navigator was struck down by warp corruption and is fighting for the last shreds of his humanity as we speak. If we get thrown off course, we will be forever lost in the war. Naturally, we would likely not have long to live in that scenario. But I will not resign myself to such an outcome just yet.
What can we expect to find in the Navigator's Sanctum?
During warp transit, the Sanctum is closed to all who are not involved in traversing the Empyrean. And for good reason. For the Navigator to open their third eye and perceive the way, the Sanctum must be bathed in the energies of the Immaterium. Only a Navigator can withstand such an ordeal. For the rest of us, any contact with the warp is fraught with perils such as loss of sanity, spontaneous mutations, and death.
Everyone is not about to die as he was all the horrors faced about to everyone I have under no obligation to take such risks.
I concur that under ordinary circumstances, interrupting the Navigator's solitude would be equivalent to suicide. Right now, however, our sacrifice could prevent the demise of a rogue trader, a void ship of the Imperium, and all her crew, armaments, and equipment. The choice is obvious.
Jesus Christ, I forget how these people are. I avoid Theodora's Vox casts.
Lady Theodora's. Which one? The last one I received was about the Navigator's Sanctum, and that was a good while ago. In any case, let us hope that the Lord Captain is well, and safely in charge of the ship's defense. In the meantime, we must do all we can to prevent the ship from veering off course.
Well, the Imperium, he may lead the way, Sinstro.
Come.
Loyal sons and daughters of the God Emperor! Fight the heresy and corruption that threatens to consume our home! And with all your might, destroy those who have dared!
Dead.
The Lord Captain is calling her crew to battle, which means the Vox networks are set up for broadcast transmission, not message exchange. Splendid. While the rogue trader inspires proper resolve to fight in her subjects, you and I shall prove that her trust in us is well deserved. Onward.
But I am the right trader. She is nothing but a...
Looks like we have a problem on our hands.
Oh yeah. 10 attitudes and tactical phase during which characters cannot attack or take other action but may try to take up advantage position. Select a character by clicking the left mouse button on their portrait on top of the screen, then click the left mouse button on the cell you want the character to move to. Red cells are areas inaccessible to the character. During the tactical phase, each character in the party can then move up to max up to their maximum movement points but cannot position themselves adjacent to the enemy. Then request space to protect the back. Okay. Well, as the situation sees fit, and we shall have you. Then get a whole lot of the common abilities of characters are different depending on the arch type. Available abilities are located on the top and bottom right of the screen to the ability mode. To read the full description of the ability, however, your cursor over its icon and click the right mouse button on it. Nice. I said rice. Click left mouse button on the icon to use the ability. Before the ability is used, you will get the reveal's estimated outcome while hovering your cursor over the area or an area to choose. You will also see the ability's area effect. Each character in this area will have a number displayed over them, denoting the probability of being successfully effective. If the ability's effect is guaranteed to work, the ability icon is displayed instead of the number. When you are ready to use the ability, click the left mouse button again to confirm your choice. During your adventures, your characters will gain new abilities until as their power grows. You can view the full list of abilities on the character's abilities page. Pistol bursts, pistol shot. How about if we increase our laser impact to this?
I said, so done. I know
Completely.
what to do.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. Alright. I guess it's this guy's turn. I guess I can't hear anything on time. Alright. The new companion is a warrior. Avalars specializes in melee combat and drawing the enemy's attacks. Charge is a unique warrior ability that works only when they're using melee weapons, not considered an attack action. Use charge to close the distance between you and the enemy and deal damage. Click left on abilities icon, choose the direction you charge in. If the enemy is in direct path to charge, Avalard will not attack them and will still be able to use an attack action afterwards if he is not used this turn. Note that charge can only be used if the character is 2 or more cells away from their target. This character using a melee weapon, melee blah blah blah, yeah, okay. I pretty much got the fucking gist of how this works. I'm not gonna read any more of this shit. So, let's do charge, and...
That's not the Seneschal's job. I will do my duty.
Okay. Well,
I'm not interested.
Brace for influx.
I'd rather not.
I guess we'll just end it here before we have brace for influx. Okay. Time to...
To the weak. I've suffered worse.
Be careful, fun with that. Yeah, I kind of figured they would have something like that. He's got some skills, though.
My ears are ringing.
Alright, well, let me do the best shots.
I know what to do. Didn't see that one coming, did you?
And then we'll do a charge.
They won't expect this. A costly mistake.
Okay. Go right into next. Okay. Leave.
Victory is imminent. I took care of this one.
Yeah, baby. I guess I can't use charge on them.
It will be done.
guess we'll charge over to here.
So done. Done and done.
You can advance the level of your character and companions, prevailing in battles of one class. Complete quests from G experience points. Once you have accumulated enough experience, your character gains a new level. Put the arrow symbols on the character. Ports you can open up the level screen. Each level gains offers your character's new profession options, which include new talents, abilities, skills, improvements, and other enhancements. Your companions gain new levels at the same time as your character, even if they are not included in the active party during your journeys. You can always increase their levels later. Sweet. Got it. Move that time. It's basic bullshit. The warrior, the arch-militant. Yeah, that's probably where I want to go with this, is arch-militant, Exemplar. Well, let's take a look at what we can face. Okay, so what do I just browse? Was already never carrier. Okay, I see how it's off the web. Never. Okay, so I chose it. Okay, but I chose good cheese. Oh, okay, it's such a low amount of... I can't even tell what the hell's going on. Damn. I have the strength to kick ass and take names. Alright, reputation. Empathy. They don't want to work that man.
Venture forth.
Guess we'll get back to there. Maybe back from divorce here that consists of several parts between which you can travel. Some parts are not yet available. Over time, I can't be able to access them. Click the left mouse button on the active part of the voice shift to mid there. Begin here. Yeah, the Imperial has problems out there. I can imagine when like a civilization gets that big, it becomes increasingly hard to damage the threats in the neighborhood. Alright, other Lord Captain's monsters for the Red Vessels, governments to fervor and fire that bolster your hatred for the enemies of the Imperium. Or the Empire.
Is directly along the passageway. I pray to the God Emperor that we are not too late.
And so, he will enter the halls of the blinded guide and witness the radiance of the final dawn through the cracks and fall victim to a whim of fate.
Nice. I'm here to advance the whole character family early to see me, baby. I don't care. I forgot.
Master, watch your head. Idira, would it be too much to ask that you phrase your soothsayings plainly for once? That was too close.
Sorry, old man. The voices are so loud I can't even hear myself. They shriek, they sing, they... Oh, Abelard, how they sing!
This is Idira Tlas, personal psyker and diviner of Her Ladyship Theodora von Valancius. Idira?
I'm not drunk, old man. I'm suffering the effects of the warp that is seeping through these walls. I see the ship's fate. To die in the waves of the immaterium, fall under the burning rays of the final dawn. And in the roaring blaze, I see a figure standing. Who is it? I have no answer.
Am you buyer, are you?
The voices from beyond the threshold whisper to me. Sometimes their murmurs are clear, they grant insight. Sometimes they drive me mad. But I am patient. I know how to listen and discern. But now, with this clamor around me, too many voices, too loud. And you are Von Valancius, one of Lady Theodora's heirs. Well then, we finally meet.
To all who can hear me, those with a weapon in their hands are to gather on the officer's deck at once. I repeat, gather on the officer's deck at once and prepare to launch a counterattack.
Sweet.
That's Edelthrat. Oh, Emperor's Providence. The other heir lives as well. Quickly, we must head to...
Not so fast, old man. If we drown in the warp, Lady Theodora's heirs won't be any good to us. If Edelthrat's like me and hasn't yet surrendered his mind or body to the mercy of the warp, then he can still hold on a little longer without us.
Blast it. You're right. First, we need to deal with what is happening here.
How do you know who I am?
You think Lady Theodora didn't ask me to peek into the darkness behind the backs of those she sees as her prospective heirs? I have seen you. I have seen the footsteps of your past and the wounds of your heart.
The seer's words bring back a wave of memories of the bitter, humiliating moments of your greatest shame. Something sour lashes to your tongue, and your head is clouded with a sickening sense of your own worthlessness. Ooh, what are you doing here?
The whispers called me. The ones I could make out among all the screams and screeches. Those who are rocking this boat hit us where it hurt. They went after the navigator, our guide through the warp. Other whispers called me to the enginarium, but it was too late. I heard the cry of our master Cog, and the silence that followed.
What? You don't mean the Enginseer Prime is...
Said, without a doubt. And the voices wail, heralding countless nightmares, cackling at each soul among the hundreds that are now joining the warp. The shriek from the navigator's sanctum was louder than the rest. And it's better that we saved the navigator than some lever puller from a cooling module or a cook from the middle decks.
We must see if the navigator is well.
Oh no. No. Nothing is well about him. Can't you feel the chill crawling on your skin? The eyes watching you? The warp ice has already encased the bulkheads. What follows is calamity. But we're not just going to stand here and take it, are we? The state of things in here suggests there's a navigator around. Maybe one who's crippled or at death's door, but still kicking. And since our skin hasn't peeled off our faces just yet, his third eye must be closed. At worst, it's a little roughed up. So what are we moping around for? Let's go protect that noble mutant while we're still alive.
Idira has joined your party, which now consists of several characters. To select one character, click the last mouse button on the pile. Select notable characters, hold and drag crossed, and select the entire party and issue commands to all your characters and once press the backspace. Yes, yes. It's been very valuable thing up real quick. She's a Dialectics, of course. Because when both warriors, and she's a psychic, and she's probably not able to level up there. Oh, Williams. Okay.
Let's see this through.
Don't you dare to cross us!
Show them no mercy.
Okay, let's start the battle.
Let's get to it.
My prescience has failed me.
Out of my way.
I serve the ruinous powers.
Do it exactly otherwise. Okay. I see when it's up there.
Someone else can do this. One fewer target. At your beck and call.
You're down, so we'll go ahead and you hit anybody. Idira is a psychic and an operative. As an operative, she can study opponents and identify their weaknesses, and her psychic abilities awareness and deal damage to them. Analyze enemies is an operative ability which applies the exploit effect to all enemies within the operative's line of sight. At the start of each operative's turn, operative can also use this ability against a specific enemy to inflict several stacks of this effect. The higher the operative's intelligence ground bonuses, the more exploited stacks will be inflicted. Whenever operative hits a target with an exploit applied to the attack deals additional damage. The amount of extra damage depends on the target's number to exploit stacks and operation's perception. Exposed weakness is an operative ability which they can use against a single enemy who is under exploit effect. This ability reduces the enemy's dodge, parry, and armor. The amount of reduction depends on the number of active exploits on the enemy and the operative's perception. Idira is armed with special staff that allows a psyker to unleash psychic powers against enemies. In the future, you will encounter stages that only psyker versed in certain discipline can use. For example, you might find a staff that lets a psyker use Inferno, but to do so, they must first have the pyromancy psychic discipline merit. Okay, easy enough. I'll do it. I can't get him, but I definitely can get the heretic brawler. I get him down. I'm just going to go ahead and stick that on.
But of course. I'm not so sure. On it.
Okay, that's a deep breath, gotcha. You can use hologram to gauge the effectiveness of your attention, blah, blah, blah. Okay, yeah. Dude, you just give me a lot of information that is self-explanatory. Alright, let's... I'm gonna be not self-explanatory to some of these people.
With purpose. That's how it's done.
Alright.
Count me out.
And then I have said...
I know what to do. Consider that off limits.
In fact,
Hold on.
Do they counter-navigator thing? They're trying to kill me?
I've seen worse battles than this in my time. It will be done. Reduced to dust.
I guess I can't reach him right now, so we'll just have to enter here. Oh,
Brace yourself, Abelard.
whoops.
Will do.
Stack it. Cavalry. Payment with a geisha. The creature in the chair appears as if it has become one with its shroud. You see pink parchment like skin stretched between the sea and the limbs that have too many joints for a normal human being. The navigator is breathing heavily. The air whistling as it exits through the two dark gill-like slits on its cheek. The creature's eyes are shut, but two ordinary eyes as well as the third one that's in the center of its forehead.
I believe Master Vespider still lives. Well, the servants are dead, but the chamber, thank the Emperor, is still sealed from the warp. Well, we have a chance of leaving this place alive.
The arrival are 8 counted left.
Wounded, exhausted, fighting back the endless horrors of the warp that are forcing their way into his head. Pick one.
Your time is short.
The navigator's sir is barely able to lift his head and half open his normal eyes. A dark dry pull in the drop rolls from under the closed lid of his third eye down to his face, leaving behind a black trail. Well tied, be shot. A voice is coming from the box grill at the base of the bizarre chair. It is unclear how the navigator is able to produce human speech. Are you alright? Suddenly, the navigator's body starts thrashing in place. A light-relicious form falls back into the sea, but thrusts forward again as its bones crack and its skin tears open. However, the fusion between the body and the chair appears to be stronger than those wild impetuses. The mutant remains seated, but it leaves as far forward as it can, his layered raiment slowly turning crimson. The gill slits burst open, forming two hideous, screaming mouth-like pits.
It came from beyond! His body is not his!
Its march thunders under the burden of hopes. Unseal your hearts, and I will flood your souls with myriads of words and meanings, each one a portent of salvation within me.
The navigator continues his combat to convulse violently in the sea, shrieking and cackling, but then his fit stops abruptly. His face dressed in black and crimson. The dark ooze from his third eyelid has turned from a trickle to a stream, mixed with the blood coming out of his nose, and there's a purplish swelling around his eye. Around the eye.
Run. Flee from this place while I still have the strength. I can contain the intrusion, but not for long. We must begin the translation. Leave the warp. But it can't be done without the Master Helmsman's help.
I want to help you, tell me how.
The sanctum will be sealed. I will hold it off. Hold on. And wait for the signal from the Master Helmsman. Then I will commence the translation. So, run. Run.
The navigator is still alive, but barely so. What do we do now?
The ship can only begin the translation with the assistance of the Master Helmsman, if he is still alive. It is worth a try. We must get to the bridge, but we will need support.
Our only option is to fight our way to the officer's deck and join forces with Edelthrad and his people. I believe we will also find Lady Theodora there. She must have heard the call to arms that the servo skull relayed to us earlier.
Vespaidas, good luck. And thank you.
The navigator does not give a response. Black tears, mixed with blood, are streaming from under the closed eyelids, and the box of the base's chair is bellowing out in static interspersed with distant echoes of otherworldly laughter.
Forge ahead. Never linger.
Let's keep on rolling. I might have to end this stream a little earlier than I'd hoped because I have dogs, which makes me sad. There was not blood, it's just up there, so that's not the way. Is your path behind him? Let's see anything else here. Maybe this door. I'm gonna find an exit somewhere. Defeated enemies have no further need for their farm belongings, but you can discover valuable travels about them. Click left mouse button on the defeated enemy to inspect what is left of them. Blech. Items on the right side of the trophy collection will never out to you when such as items can be used, blah blah blah. Well, let's collect it all. Office is dark. Yay! Well, seriously, ideally, Jack, a strain, because I have to leave in 2 minutes. Oh, what a shame, what a shame. I wish I had more time, really, I do. It's actually my job. Anyways, let's go ahead and end it here. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. This is Rum Trader, and it definitely has piqued my interest, and it does play like a strategy game. So I thought it was going to be isometric. To be honest with you, I thought it was going to be a time battle isometric game, but it's definitely a strategy game hidden behind isometric features. So it's a very interesting mix, and I have to say, I'm pleasantly surprised. I do need to read up on some more stuff that we can do with this, because generally I start glazing. When I'm in a rush, because I know they have a time limit, I usually gloss over all the details and just play, which sucks, but I mean, it is what it is. Well, I hope that you guys enjoy that. Tonight we will be playing some Unhealing with our good friend Hellfire, who you can watch as well. Don't forget to follow him while he's doing that. Give him some love, man. He's working his butt off here. It's been a little slow lately on the streaming, but that's not a big deal. It happens. But hopefully it'll pick back up, and hopefully you guys join us as we explore more games and play. And that's the alarm, so that's it from today. Bye. Have a good one and enjoy your weekend, guys. I was going to say something about it, and I gotta go.